Hello, YouTube. It is time to enter the confession booth. Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned excessively. But I am now a little bit more conscientious that I am in debt. Yes, I confess this is my debt confession. Today I'm just going to be doing a really quick video with my debt confession. Unfortunately, many people in this world are in something that's called debt. It's something that hangs over my head every single day that I wake up, that I make a purchase, that I try to plan ahead, because I really can't comfortably knowing that I owe this money, and my money that I make is just continuously going into the pit of freaking debt hell. I am sick and tired of it, and I just want to be transparent now that I've dedicated my time to making these videos for you guys and also keeping myself accountable. And I see all of the budgeting community doing the same, and it's giving me the confidence to really just put it out there and make it known and put it into the ethos that I'm gonna get out of it, and so are you. All of us are on the same pretty much journey. Our numbers are different and our situations and standards are different, but ultimately the goal at the end of the day for all of us is to live a debt-free life and to actually use our money for things that we enjoy. And it's just been a crazy journey thus far, coming to the realization that it is possible to get yourself out of it. You just have to have a game plan and find different ways to keep yourself out of debt. That's the hardest part, especially for me, because I like to spend. But I'm getting older. I'm not getting any younger. This is honestly, this is it. I can't do this anymore. I can't. There's too much stress already in our lives, so why should we be stressed about that? Anyways, in here, I went ahead and I wrote down exactly what I owe from today and what my game plan is loosely moving forward. So let's just get into it. One is I owe $2,074.54. This is the one that I'm currently really working hard on, because this one has, the least amount of debt. And this one does have a high interest rate, unfortunately, but I am, of course, working on this one first as per the debt snowball method. I'm just going to be basically paying this one off first. I've already made a payment on this $500 actually last month, so that's actually a really nice win for me. The number's still pretty big, but it's okay. I'm allowing myself some time to work on this first and really focus on it and not get too hung up about this number, because I know by next year this is going to be gone. And then it brings me to the next one, which is my Chase. Chase has $5,294.69. This one is extremely annoying because almost $6,000 is just to see it. It just pisses me off. But that's okay, because I'm smarter now. I have a plan to bring both of these down, hopefully, and diligently by next year. And that brings us to a total of $7,369.23. Almost $8,000 in debt. This is effing annoying to see. I honestly can't tell you, or I can, but I really don't want to get into the details as to how I got myself in this debt. All I can say is that you think you ballin', and you can spend until one day you're like, oh shit, this is just way too much. I over expected and just overspent my earnings. it is what it is. I still had fun nevertheless, but now I'm paying for it. And do I regret it? Sort of, but not really. So I'm not gonna beat myself up too much about it, because you know what? It's life. You make mistakes, you learn from them, you move on. So what is my game plan? My game plan is to pay off my credit cards by the end of next year, 2022. And that's going to include finding some sort of side hustle to get into. I am going to be, of course, very diligent in my spending moving forward, as I have been since starting this journey. I'm not going to be going crazy going out like that, because where I live, unfortunately, there's not really much to do anyways. So that's kind of been helping me. My timeline, of course, is by 2022 next year. By the end of the year, I am anticipating and praying to the Lord to help me get there by the end of next year. I think this is doable by next year, honestly. I'm going to have to I'm not going to be hanging out as much. I'm going to be super specific what I spend in terms of like food and, certain events. So it is what it is. Why did I get myself in this mess? Well, because, like I said, I thought I was balling. I thought that I had the money in the bank to go ahead and pay it off really quickly, but I noticed I don't want to exhaust all of my savings, to pay off my debt. Some people will say, just do it, it's fine, you're just going to start off on a clean slate, but for my mental health and just my overall everything, I don't want to do that. I don't feel like I'm in a position to do that. Technically, I could ask for help, but this is something that I got myself into, so I'm going to get myself out of it. And I've been helped enough already in my life, and I'm very appreciative, but this is something that is going to be my self-challenge. And so these are some of my answers, using some of my savings challenges also to pay off these numbers. So I'm doing the 100 envelope savings challenge, and that in particular, I'm not sure if I'm going to use the whole thing, but we'll see. I might use half to put towards the credit card debt, or I might end up using the whole entire thing. Let's see how I feel. And also using cashback programs as much as possible. This is something that I recently figured out watching all of my fellow budgeters. They have been extremely knowledgeable and resourceful in teaching us about these cashback programs that are going to only help you to pay off debt faster, and also not always have to go into your savings to pay for things. So that's another one of my plans. And then yes, finding a side hustle to pay off this BS. That I haven't figured out yet, but once I do, that's definitely going to help me bring down this number over here. And yep, by the end of 2022, this number should be eradicated, or at least significantly reduced down to something that's more feasible. So we shall see. And that's pretty much it. I want to give a quick shout out also to something that's attached to this debt confession. I want to give a shout out to 40 and Broke here on YouTube, because I started watching his videos, and he put me on to like so many different cashback apps, and also taught me a little bit more about Bitcoin, and how there's this new debit card and also credit card that's coming up that allows you to earn Bitcoin, which to me that's my newest venture. I want to get more into learning about Bitcoin and also investing in it, because that is the future. And I actually signed up for a Fold card with his referral link, which I'm going to put everything down in the description below so you can see what I'm talking about, and also link that video. And I found that to be, so dope and innovative, that you can actually use the money that we already have to spend and then just have it invest for you for the future. I honestly, thank you, because that to me was just like an eye-opener. I already told my boyfriend about it. I told some of my friends about it. And, I'm working on my parents. It's going to take them a little bit more time, but I truly do feel that is like a huge, huge step in the right direction towards our financial future. And it's just going to make it easier for us to, you know, hopefully all of us can get at least one Bitcoin and be financially free and all of that jazz. Also, if you guys wanted to learn a little bit more about it, I recently just saw that Michelle Phan here on YouTube, she just put up a video about explaining more about Bitcoin in like the lamest terms. And that too was super informative. I am so happy that it was recommended to me at the most perfect time. Maybe one day, once I get myself more educated on it, I can teach you guys. But as of right now, I am a newbie. I will confess, along with my debt confession, that I don't know jack-ish about it. I only know very, little bit, and I'm not gonna sit here and pretend that I'm an expert because I'm not. But this is why we have YouTube. This is why we're a community, because we teach ourselves, we teach each other, and it's all one big happy family. So thank you guys so much for tuning into this debt confession. I actually feel like a weight has been lifted off of my shoulders. It's out there, y'all. Like, I'm there with you. I'm in debt. You're in debt. And if you're not in debt, I want to be just like you one day. And I will. And we just got to keep on pushing forward. Don't let this define you, because guess what? It ain't that serious. You have other things in life that you have to be stressed out about. So let this be a stress, but don't let it be the main stress of your life, because you can get yourself out of it. We just got to really work hard and be diligent. Keep to our budgets, keep ourselves accountable, encourage each other, to keep on with our goals. And remember that there is an end in sight. It's going to take time. Have patience. And also be kind to yourself. That's the other thing. Don't beat yourself up in thinking that this is the end of the world, because it's not. Being in debt is not in the end of the world. We have a way. We just got to really buckle down and believe that we can do it, and we will. So thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I hope you guys, excuse me. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. The holidays are coming. Focus on that. Focus on loving each other, being with your families during this time, and just love on one another. Love is kind. Love is beautiful. Love is everything. All right, let me stop talking this crap. Thank you guys again. Have a blessed day. Peace.